Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Everybody welcome. Wherever you are, you're totally welcome. And for me, this is such an exciting way to connect. And it's unusual. And we are living in unusual times. And in a way, we are all in this together. That's why the initial question of Ellie, it's so important to realize that we are connected. We are participants or we are witnesses right now of an historical moment. As a collective, as human beings, we go through a wave of uncertainties. And it is so important that we stay connected and that we are together. Like most of us, me too, I'm in my home, I'm in my office, and we are all asked to stay home. We are all asked to disconnect from most of our relationships or our daily life. We are also asked to isolate, to close the door, to go inside. Besides the fact that there is an apparent reason to do that, I personally experience this time as a divine assignment. Because just listen, going home or closing in, going inside, being with myself, this is the time. This is how I see it. This is the time where we reconnect with ourselves. And we are, in a way, having more potential to focus on our consciousness and reflect on the way we are living. We are stopping and listening. And as we return to our roots, I was thinking what would be my contribution tonight to all of you. This is how I deal with this, because I feel it's really about connecting to the roots. So thinking about JIN SHIN JYUTSU and the power of JIN SHIN JYUTSU has a lot to do with that we always see the connection between thoughts and feeling and the physical structure. We are aware of that there is an invisible field before there is a body. And when we harmonize, when we do our little self-help or when we treat with other people, we are treating from this awareness. And because we know there is a connection between mind and feelings and body, this takes us always to the cause of everything that is happening on the outside world. So in a way, as we are, doing this on our daily basis, and some of you might be here for the first time and you're very welcome. And many of you are with us and with this art for many years. And we have been learning, and training and application of harmonizing our feelings, because we know where we focus, where our focus is where the energy flows. And because we are in such an historical moment right now, it is this knowledge of this connection between the mind and the body, between the awareness and how the vibrational level of the body is presenting itself, that is crucial for me right now at this time. And that's why for me, JIN SHIN JYUTSU is an extremely powerful tool, especially in times like this. Why am I saying this? Because we are all undergoing a time of uncertainty. There's a lot of unknown. There always is a lot of unknown, but now we cannot pretend it's different. So it is this awareness that is of benefit for us to understand. Because listen, if you look at the world, we have millions of people right now synchronizing their brains in fear and anxiety. And for that, creating a certain electromagnetic field, a certain vibrational reality for themselves and for their bodies. And on the other hand, exactly that same law, that same principle, that it is the invisible and the focus of the energy of your awareness that makes the difference of harmony or disharmony in the body, is why it is such a great idea that we all connect like this. We could connect through the invisible field. And as we now focus for this half an hour together on a different focus, on harmony, on benevolence, on healing, on solution, on transformation, we are synchronized and we are joined together in this intention. And for that, we have an impact on the field, not only of our bodies, but also we will make an impact on the electromagnetic field of the world. So that's why for me today, and this is how I deal with this is for me the major focus right now, is I like to go to the cause with you. I like to give you a few steps, I mean, not even flows. I give you a few steps just, to tune in and, learn how to refocus and moving into harmony by changing our consciousness, changing our awareness, because it is, again, where your focus is where the energy goes. So if you like, make yourself comfortable if you already are. And I like us to touch here, be touching our chest. I do it like this. I like this because it looks like a butterfly. And as I'm touching this, I'm touching it in such a way that I'm, you see my thumbs and my medial hands also touching the center of my chest. And if you like, I will close my eyes. And if you feel comfortable, why don't you close your eyes as well? And remember one more time, it all happens first on the awareness level. This is where our freedom is. We have the free choice to focus on whatever we want to focus on. And what we give the attention to is what will be energized. So as we are sitting now and we're holding both of our 13s, the safety interlocks number 13s, and we are also touching our vital energy center, the energy of the heart, the invisible heart. I like you to just feel this, just feel the touch, and let your focus go to this center. It is our heart. It is the seat of our light. It is the seat of our access to our own source. In this center, we have a memory of wholeness. And while we are focusing on this center, you might want to add the breathing to this. This is how I do it. I just like to feel as if I would be breathing in and out of this center. I would just exhale and inhale through this center, keeping my focus on this energetic center and experiencing the exhalation and the inhalation of my breath in this center. And we just keep doing this. And if the focus is loosening a little bit, we refocus and we go back and put our attention in here. And again, recalling the gifts and the qualities of this center. It is where polarities are dissolved. We have a memory in this center of harmony and love. We all have a memory in this center of peace and gratefulness. We all have a memory in this center of compassion and kindness. And as we are focusing on these words and we keep breathing out and in and out, You might notice that your breathing becomes a bit slower and maybe even deeper. And we just do this. And again, remember that we are all connected. In this moment, we are all connected. We have always been, but in the moment we focus on this, this is where we strengthen this connection. And the love or compassion we have, maybe the gratefulness we feel, the blessings we receive, they are not just here in us, they are also around us, and they all connect us. And as I'm opening my heart and I'm energizing with my awareness this holy, sacred center, not only is dissolving whatever is disharmony, but also we are harmonizing our brain at the same time. The brain, the left and the right side of the brain, begins to synchronize and changes its brainwave. There's this connection of the heart function energy with the brain. And as this is happening, we are moving even further into an experience of oneness and peace. While we are holding the center with this little step, at the same time, of course, we are touching safety angel lock number 13. And the 13, they live left and right of this heart center. They pick up the message in their own unique way, because it's in the 13s that we know about challenges, that we know how to embrace whatever appears to be darkness, as we begin to trust that the light will absorb the darkness. It is related to the star sign Scorpio, and this is the archetype of transformation. It's the archetype of transition. So in times like this, where there's a birthing happening, there is a transition from one place of consciousness to another place of consciousness, safety angel lock number 13 is extremely powerful to guide us and embrace the process of transforming whatever is in the way for us to completely move into the next step of our evolution, of our awareness. And we can just feel this, and you feel as if energy centers, the 13s are pulsating. We also can see that that we can feel it in the whole chest area, front and back. And we can also feel it on the physical plane, because this will energize our lungs and our heart tissue. It will strengthen our immune system, but on a very deep level. And in JIN SHIN JYUTSU, this whole area is called our root area. It's called our awareness area. And we are really at the source of where creation starts. Now, I like to move to a different position, which I love a lot. And, I think it's easy. Everything is easy. I like to move to safety angel lock number 19. And the 19 is sitting right here in the, you know this in the crease of your elbow. It's just in here. And we are holding the 19 like this. And as we do that, we are reminded yet of another very important message in this time, because in the 19, we are independent of outer circumstances. We are, the name of this 19 is power and authority, but it's not the power and authority over something. It's a reminder of an inner strength that I'm always bigger than my circumstances. So no matter what's happening outside, how crazy everything is going outside, or whatever my personal environment is, as I'm holding the 19, and let's just do that for now, I'm holding my 19s to be reminded of my own immunity. And now immunity is not so much, of course it is, how I can get rid of bugs and bacteria. But this kind of immunity is an inner sense of independence. I choose my focus. And where my focus is my energy. And if I feel like I'm a victim of circumstances and I have to be afraid of some outer something, substance or bug that it's going to get me, we might want to remind ourselves that we are always in charge of feeling in our own immune system and keeping the vibrational rate of our field up, raising the vibrational field, so we can experience this deep independence. And this 19 relates to the whole waistline, so it also opens up the solar plexus region, and it also helps us to receive the light directly through the solar plexus and again enhance our energy. And at the same time, it also helps us to digest and process what is happening. And because there's a lot happening, as it opens up the whole waistline. And I could go on. I'm just looking at the watch. The next step I would do would be holding my 23s. Maybe I just do this and extending a bit my time here, but I think it belongs here. And the 23s, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, it's like this. I'm holding the back, just where the ribs and the lower back are meeting. And because the topic of the 23 fits into this refocusing, because with the 23s, we know we are the guardians of our destiny, not on a personal level, just also as a human being level. And we know that fear is an old memory. And we learn not to project fear on the future, but we are learning to embrace the adventure and trust with courage the unknown. We are trusting the unknown because we are all in this together. And for me, whenever I'm able to do this, whenever I'm reminding myself this is an adventure, it's insecure, sure, but still it is the unknown. We have no idea. And as we refocus on trust and benevolence and love, and we do not believe in lack and limitation, as we do this for ourselves, we are also contributing this to the energetic field of the whole world. And so I want to thank you. I want to thank you all for being with me in this little dance of a few steps, and experiment with it and see what it does to you and how it feels and how does it make you feel now, and how easy it is to do the transition from something new that scares me to a relaxed state of being where we are just, embracing the unknown. Thank you so much.